decided I would show you all the books I read in March and my April TBR, which is much more it's kind of crazy. I don't think I'll get to all the books, but you know, some of them I kind of have to get to and some of them I want to get to and kind of want to read. I only read 3 books in March, which kind of sucks, and one of them was reading for school that I read in over 3 months. So I just finished in March, so I'm counting it. And so I only read 3 books. Disappointed. And it might be 4 by the time I finish this one book. I want to finish it tonight, hopefully, but I don't know if I will, so that's the thing. So I'm going to show you my March wrap-up and my April TBR. So let's get started with the video. So the first book I have to show you is a book I read for school, and that is The Outsiders by C.E. Hinton. I gave this book 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I just didn't like this book at all. I don't know. There's only some parts I like. I really enjoyed the beginning when I got into it a little bit. I enjoyed the beginning actually, and then kind of when it got downhill, it just stayed downhill. Yeah. Ponyboy was super annoying, and the only 2 characters I like were Johnny and Dally. I will be posting a review video for this book though, and all the books I read in March, because I'm working on reviews now. So I will be linking the reviews down below once I have posted them, and yeah. This book is about this boy named Ponyboy, and he's 14 years old, and he is in this gang, and they're kind of the outsiders, and he's a greaser. I don't really know how to explain this book because, again, I didn't like it, so I don't really know how to explain it. A lot of people do like it, though, in this movie, which is good, and it's much like the book. And then I found that this book was written a long time ago. The only thing I did really like about this book, and it's probably why it was poorly written, and I just didn't like it, and was probably because the author was like 16 or something when she published it, which, in my opinion, I think the book's okay, and it's how it's like so popular now. But in my opinion, I just didn't really like it, and maybe that's why I didn't like it that much, because it was she was younger and stuff, and maybe it's older writing. I really don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like what happened. That the book just went in a bad direction for me, and I was never gonna read it in the first place until my teacher told me we were reading it. So I was never planning on reading it in the first place. So mostly this month, I started books, a lot of them, and then I went halfway through and stopped. It's my new thing. I'll go start a book, and then I'll get halfway through and stop, and it's horrible. After that, I decided, what am I going to read next? And I didn't quite know at the time because I didn't know what I was going to read, and so then I ended up picking a really random book off my shelf that I had no plans in reading this month whatsoever. It was not on my TBR or anything. I just randomly picked it out, and I'm like, okay, Emily, you're starting this book, and you're finishing it, and you're not picking up any other book until you're done. That was the only book I forced myself to read, and that book is The Captivated by Melanie Dickerson. I also have a review for this video, so I'll put the link down below in the description if you want to check it out and hear my full thoughts and opinions about this. I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I thought this book was okay. It wasn't like a 4-star book or a 5-star book. 4-star books I really, really enjoy. This book was slow, and probably not the good thing to read, but I randomly picked it out, so it's slow, and the characters were made perfect, which I hate those characters. Insta love, bunch of things I didn't like in this book, so yeah, but I did enjoy the storyline. I think the beginning half I didn't like because it was just kind of boring. It was like, but I still forced myself to read it. The end half, I was reading it, and I really enjoyed the end when it got all crazy. Once it got crazy, I liked that much better. So that's why it has 3 out of 5 stars, but it's not 4 or 5 stars. Definitely not. So this book is a Cinderella retelling. It's actually in a series, but you don't have to read them in order. So it's actually book 4. But this book is a Cinderella retelling, and it takes place back in medieval times. And it's about a girl named Gisela, and Gisela has a stepmother and 2 stepsisters, and yeah, she works with them like the story goes. And then she met Valton, who was the Duke's son, and she's kind of had a crush on him for years and stuff, but he doesn't know who she is, so they ended up meeting and talking more, and they fall in love, and that's all you really need to know. And it was really cool because after I read this book, I think it was yesterday, found out I was learning about the 1400s, which this book takes place in the 1400s. So I saw something about tournaments and knights, and that's something that happens in this book. You get to see thousands of compete in tournaments, and I'm like, oh hey, that happened in The Captivated, which is a book I read over spring break. And so that was really cool to see that. I thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, so it's kind of cool that, I'm kind of glad that I read this though, because now I'll have a better understanding of what's going on in social class. I read an amazing 5-star book, and then again, I don't have it with me because I just returned it to the library today. And I love this book so much. It was so relatable, and one of the most relatable books I have ever read. And that book I'm talking about is Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Kolbert. This book was fantastic. I'd been wanting to read this for a long time because I'm like, hey, it's about best friends, sounds interesting, and it was amazing. I liked how at the beginning they met and everything, and you didn't just see them already as best friends and stuff, so I liked how you got to see them meet, and you got to see them grow up through the ages, and so many things were so relatable to me. I related it so much to my real life, and it was really cool to see that. So this book is about 2 characters named Macklin and Levi, and it starts when they are in grade 7 and they become best friends. But again, there's also that couple thing. They're like, oh, I think they should be a couple. They must like each other. Oh, why are they spending much time together? Kind of like all that stuff. And then but it's really cool to see their friendship grow and their relationship. And I love the relationship they had. And you kind of realize some things throughout the books, and there's such great character development. And it has everything I look for in a book. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you happy, it makes you sad, it gives you all the emotions, and I think this book is absolutely amazing. If you have not read it, go check it out because I found it relatable and I found it amazing, so yeah. So those are all the books I read this month. So the first book on my list is Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan, and this is the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, and I have like 100 pages left, and I just the next book I have, I just checked it at the library today, so I kind of want to get it done, so let's go to the library, and that is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I heard about this book a lot on BookTube, and I was really going to buy it, and then I didn't, and I saw it at the library today. I was going to get Wonder or something, but I found this, and I decided, hey, why not pick it up, get it from the library. Next one I have is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, and I've read Jenny Han before. That was the Summer to Pretty series, and again I have mixed feelings on that series for certain reasons. But when I read the first 2 books, I really liked them, and I really enjoyed Jenny Han's writing, and I really like her as an author. So I decided I'd pick this one up, and I originally thought there was no love triangle in this book, but then after I buy it, I found out there's a heartbreaking love triangle. I don't know if it'll be heartbreaking for me, because the last one, The Summer Turned Pretty, that was really heartbreaking for me, but we'll see how this one goes. This book I want to read, I've actually already read, but I want to reread it because I've been wanting to read this series for a long time, and I can't get back into it. So I think if I pick up the first book again, and then I'll read the second book, and then I can read the third book, and then it will work out fine. And that book is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, and it's the first book in the Shatter Me trilogy. And I have Unravel Me on my shelf, and it's been sitting on my shelf for a year now, and I read Shatter Me a year ago, and I don't remember anything that really happened, so I decided I'd pick this up, and then I can just go jump in. I don't even remember there's some cliffhanger at the end, but I can't remember what that was, so there's no point in me jumping into that book if I don't even know what it was. The next book I have on my list, I've been wanting to read ever since it came out, and that book is The Siren by Kiera. I've been wanting to read this forever, and Kiera books are easy to read. This might get me back into reading, hopefully, so I really want to read it every day I know. The next book I have is the third book in a series that I've been trying to read for the past 3 months now, and that is Shades of Dune by Carrie Corp and Lori Langdon. And I've actually been talking to the author, Lori Langdon, a lot on Instagram, so I want to get this done. She keeps posting pictures of Ride for Dune, and so I want to get this done. I'm really liking it. There's no reason why I should put this down. The next book I have is The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. And the last book on my list I picked in my TBR jar this month, and that is Popular by Maya Van Wagner. And so this is a nonfiction book, and I'm really excited. And my mom said she loved it, my sister said she loved it, and this might just help me with my social problems. So hopefully I can get to it this month. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram at BookRebel101, and if you want to check out my Wattpad, it's at RebelBooks101. So if you want to check those out, those are my social media, so you can check them out down below. They're linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!